Hi, my name is Harpriya. Welcome to my Bohemian home. My home begins with my lush green corner, my favorite corner, which is my plants, which refresh me early morning every day. I love to come here. And these are plants which I have collected, looked after and nurtured over last many years, and from different cities across India and from my mother-in-law's garden as well. Since my husband is in a transferable job, we have traveled across the country to different cities. And so my home is a reflection of our journey across the country and has a little bit reflection of almost all the cities that we have stayed in. So when I talk about different cities, I literally mean I have handicrafts from different states across India. I love to promote local artisans, so I collect art pieces and handicrafts from wherever I find something that intrigues me. For example, this is the local Goa art, which is the Goa tile paintings. I collected from there. And this is one of my very prized possessions. This is a Chamba ka rumal, which is a handicraft, hand embroidery of Himachal Pradesh. It is done with fine thread, and if you see it reverse, you will not make out which is the back side. It is that fine work. And since I love to do a DIY, this has been framed in a very old bangle stand of my mother. So I took out the sticks of the bangle stand and I got it framed because I wanted both the sides to be visible as beautifully as the front side. I come from a family of artists. My mother paints, my mother-in-law paints, so a lot of pressure on me. So I kind of tried to continue the family tradition, and I also now paint. I've been a professional watercolor artist. But first let me show you my mother's paintings. These are my mother's paintings of her college days from I think 1970, I think. And that's a painting done by my mother-in-law. And so I have a lot of these collections, and then of course I went on also to learn painting and do painting. So this is one of my art pieces. It's a scene from my husband's village in Punjab. So these are all really the old bartan, like they say, the dolu. This is really the heritage of Punjab. So this is a pind ka scene, typical. And that you will see even in my home decor, where I cannot get rid of, you know, all these lovely possessions which are the heritage pieces, literally to say from my grandmother. These are the old brass buckets and the dolu and the gadvis and the brass glasses, which used to be used by them during their heydays, and now they were all lying in the store, and I've got them all out and they adorn my living room, and I love them. And a few more of my paintings. I've been doing professional painting. I also do exhibitions, and this is another art piece inspired by Goa, the lovely rustic doors of Goa. I've learned from my mother-in-law and my mother to, you know, preserve old embroideries and art pieces, and then turn them into really nice vintage looking art pieces. For example, this is an embroidery which was done by my husband's grandmother on a bed cover. So of course the bed cover kind of worn off, but this is a piece that my mother-in-law framed and gave us, and it looks absolutely beautiful. It's all hand embroidery. And similarly, I have another beautiful piece which is a Zardozi embroidery on an old sari. This is just the palla of a sari. And so these kind of just lift up any corner of your room, as well as they have a story to tell, and you can connect to these pieces. And then we move on to our dining area, and this is my dining area, which will tell you stories from actually across the world. It's about travel stories from wherever we have traveled in India and abroad. This is my husband's prized possession, his bar, which he loves, and these are his collectibles. These are little souvenirs, shot glasses that he likes to collect from across the world wherever he goes. So there will be something you'll find from various cities across the world. And my father's a rider, he's an international rider, so I have a lot of heritage from him, like this saddle. This is like a really prized possession. So this is like a bar seat that we use it here. We converted it into a bar seat. and a lot of little souvenir items, again from the travels, from Disneyland, from plates from, I love collecting different plates from different cities, you know, paintings and artifacts and tiles. So it's really about our journey. This is really a wall that I'm proud of. It's really the wall of fame of my family. There's a lot of heritage that this wall speaks about. For example, my husband's grandfather, who's an agricultural scientist who was awarded a Padma Shri, and we have his picture here. My own grandfather, an Olympian hockey player, we have it from the 52 Olympic winning team, we have his picture here. Then of course our moms with their fascinating hairdos and their lovely dresses of the golden era. My father, who's an international polo player, my father-in-law who holds athletic records in his school days. So I really wanted to bring out these black and white pictures that remain hidden in our albums, in our parents' albums, and our children never really get to see it. I wanted to bring them out all onto the wall of my home so that my children can see them, our children's children can see them, and really enjoy and be proud of this lovely heritage that we have in the family. This is something that I always wanted to do, and I'm so glad that it turned out really well. And this is something that everyone, whoever comes to my house, really gets attracted to this wall, and are always asking me questions, and I feel so happy about it. And now I will take you to my den. My go-to place, my comfort zone, my favorite place in the house, which is really my room, the master bedroom. And this is where I usually spend most of my day, mainly on this corner. I don't really sit on the bed too much, but I love to sit in my corner. This is my study table, the loves of my life, my books, all my collection. I love to read as much time as I can get, if I get time over social media, but I still love to read. This is really my lovely books, and this is my corner. I write here, I spend time here, I work on my laptop. I love to sit on this comfortable chair. My other favorite corner is my prayer corner, which has all the lovely people, pictures of my grandmother, and of course the books that I love to read in the morning, and my part area. Another painting of my husband and my two girls, which has also been made by me. And now I will take you to a place जहाँ पे हमारा परिवार चाय पे चर्चा करता है. This is the lovely balcony with, again, a lot of my greenery, my lovely plants. And this is where I love to sit with my children in the evening, my husband, and यहाँ पे हम शाम की चाय usually हमारी यहीं पर होती है, और मौसम अच्छा होता है. सर्दियों में यहाँ बड़ी अच्छी धूप भी आती है. So we, have a siesta time out in the sun in this balcony, in the lap of nature, like they say. This is our guest room come my younger daughter's room. So it has little touch of hers in her corner with her study table, and of course her Barbie dream house, which is a DIY. She has literally made little furniture pieces of her Barbie herself. So this is her corner, and then this part is all about the guest room, and she shares the bedroom with whoever guests come. And of course she has her Harry Potters and her Barbies and her Taylor Swift. So this really has my daughter's vibe. And finally, I'll take you to my teenage daughter's room, which has a typical teenager vibe. All her favorite things in the room, right from prints from her favorite artists, Mario Miranda and Vincent van Gogh, her favorite cartoon characters, Calvin and Hobbes, and of course her tons of books. So this is really a do not disturb zone in our house. Thank you for watching, and for more such content, subscribe to LVB's Homely newsletter.